Hey YouTube, it's Don here. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'm right at about 5,000 rounds through this rifle, and shoots awesome and operates the way it should. There's no deformation on my dovetail. I just cleaned it and greased it, so I'm not going to pull it apart to show you. But for you guys who have Veprs, you can attest that. You can look at Rob's ski. I mean, he's beat the shit out of this rifle, and it's just kept on trucking. Everything looks really good. There's no abnormal wear that has concerned me in any way, but also mostly what I wanted to talk to you guys about was not so much just that, but you know, I went to the mountains and was able to kind of move around and kind of run and gun this rifle, and it was interesting, you know, and it definitely showed me that I need to do that more often with this rifle. And I think that that's something that people don't do. You know, they just go to the range and they, you know, put a couple hundred rounds through their rifle and, oh, I went shooting. Well, yeah, you did, but, you know, were you there for a purpose? Like, you know, I feel like I see a lot of people at the range that, you know, take out their high dollar rifles and, you know, put some rounds through it, and then, you know, I guess just that's it. You know, I hope that that's not the case. I would hope that when you go to the rifle range, you're there to work on trigger control, your breathing, you know, your sight picture. But there's a whole nother side to that. You know, that's a controlled environment. That's at the range, and you know, that is going to help you be a better shooter. But it's not going to save your life in a real world situation or an active shooter situation or a home defense situation. You getting out there and learning the proper manual arms with your rifle, you know, doing those tactical reloads, the speed reloads, you know, working on hammer pairs, control pairs, and failure to stop drills, meaning hammer pairs, 2 shots, 1 sight picture, control pairs, 2 shots, 2 sight pictures, and the failure to stop drill is 2 to the chest, 1 to the head, and just doing that, you know, and then facing movements, you know, and they have different types of videos that you can look up on YouTube where they can show you facing movements and stuff like that, and presenting a rifle to a target, and you know, and also too, when you're doing that, don't do it out to like 50 yards. I mean, we're talking like anywhere from 5 yards to 25 yards, I would say would be the furthest, and that's because that's going to be much more representative of, you know, a real world situation. You know, most gunfights are not out past 100 yards. You know, they're a lot closer than that. You know, when I was in Fallujah, you know, I mean, real close, like scary close. Like, you know, 5-10 yards close. So, you know, and even closer, like within 5 feet, you know, but behind a door, you know what I mean? Walking into, you know, clearing a room, and there's a bad guy. So that stuff's really important, especially, you know, if you're just at the range doing that, you can't really work on things that are going to keep you alive. So that's all I really wanted to say, is make sure that you're getting out there somewhere where you can kind of run and gun, and you can get really, really comfortable with your rifle as far as not only the manual of arms and going through different movements and different types of shooting, but also, you know, understanding how to carry that weapon, how it should be slung, how, you know, how the rifle's reacting, how to properly employ that rifle, how to shoot through brush, you know, how to get that good concealment, cover and concealment, and shooting from those types of positions. You know, those are all things that you have to think about, because the range, you really can't do that. Unless it's that type of range, obviously, and there are those types of ranges where you can shoot and move and communicate and do all those different things to hone those skills, but those ranges are few and far between, especially here in Washington State. I mean, I have not seen any ranges like that. Most ranges that I've seen are just the typical known distance ranges, and you go there and no rapid fire, no this, no that, and all that trash. So anyway, just some food for thought. You know, if you have a semi-automatic magazine-fed rifle, you know, you should understand how to employ it, how to fight with it, That's equally as important as going to the range, if not more important. So anyway, I'm gonna go enjoy the nice sunny weather. I got a birthday party to go to, so you guys have a good weekend, and Semper Fi.